Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Sumit's Academic Zone. If you are a student of the MBA in Logistics and Supply Chain Management and you are confused about the project report for course code MMPLP-001, then this video is specially made for you. One important thing you should know is that there is no separate or official project guideline specifically issued for MMPLP-001. However, don't worry, the general project guidelines issued by IGNOU for the MBA program are followed for this project as well, and this is completely acceptable. In this video, I will explain how to prepare your MMPLP-001 project report using the MBA project guideline, how to select a proper topic, and what format and structure you should follow so that your project does not face any issue during evaluation. So if you want to avoid confusion and mistakes, make sure you watch this video till the end. So I'm just taking you to the guideline of MBA program. Okay, so this particular code is MMPP-001. Okay, so this is the most common code for MBA project, and the same guideline is being followed for this program as well, MBA-LS, Logistics and Supply Chain Management. Okay, so in this guideline, see, most of the courses is already mentioned here. MBA, MBA FM, MBA HM means it's finance, human resource management, marketing management, operation management. All the courses are already mentioned. Okay, so this particular for MBA program, this particular project guideline is used. Okay, now I'm taking you to the first thing that is being done while making the project is to make the synopsis. Okay, synopsis. So in this guideline, select a guide. Okay, I'm just taking you to the most important point, preparation of synopsis. Okay, so here see the content of the synopsis is introduction, rational objectives, okay, research methodology, limitations. So these are the things that you have to include in your synopsis. There is some guideline for writing the objective. Don't miss it, right? Whenever you write the objective of your study, you should start like this: to study the financial performance, to explore, to analyze, to investigate. You have to write the objectives like this. Okay. Uh, so, and in research methodology, because most of the students don't have confusion about the introduction and rational. Introduction you have to write with citation. Rational you have to write why you are doing the study. Okay. Objective, what may be the objective of the study, you have write as objectives. Now, the most important thing you have to know is research methodology. You have to mention the research design. Okay, if you don't know what is research design, you can see my other videos in which I have explained it in a detail so that you have a broad understanding of research designing. Okay, so first you have to mention research designing and research methodology. Then you have to write nature and source of data, what kind of data you are using, either primary data or secondary data you have to mention here. Sample and sampling technique you have to mention in it, like what would be your sample size and what sample technique you are going to use for the study, you have to mention here. Second thing is tools and techniques to be used for data collection. What tools and techniques, like questionnaire using, you're using questionnaire, or you're using interview, or you are using any tools given by any author, that has to be mentioned here with its description. Okay, methods to be used for data collection is next thing you have to mention. Okay, and after that you have to write data handling and analysis, like what statistical tools you are going to use for data analysis and handling, you have to write it here. Okay, and at last you have to write the limitations of the study, what limitation you might be facing while conducting your study, you have to mention as a limitation. Okay. One more thing, you must write the reference here at the bottom of your synopsis. Whatever reference, like if you have mentioned the review of literature, you have to write the reference at the bottom. Okay, all the references you have to write the bottom. That would be very good for approval of your synopsis. Okay. Now submission. One more thing. I don't know why the guideline is missing. One thing is review of literature. In most of the projects, you must have to mention the review of literature, and your professor or your project counselor will definitely tell you to add review of literature in your project proposal as well. So don't forget to add a review of literature after introduction. You can add it. Okay, after introduction, you can add review of literature. Then you can go for rational objectives and other things. So your content sequence for synopsis will be introduction, review of literature, rational objectives. Okay, research methodology, then limitation, then references. Okay, so this much thing you have to add in reference. Okay, and this much thing you have to add in your synopsis, and after that you have to go for project report. Okay, so structure and project report. Okay, so this is the structure of project report. What things you have to mention in your project report? Here it is mentioned. Okay, so basically it would be the chapterization for your project report. Okay, the first chapter would be introduction. In introduction, you will be providing all the things you have written in the synopsis, like introduction. Okay, after that, a rationale of the study, review of literature, and objectives you have to mention in introduction part. Okay, it is already given here. Project, okay, introduction of the project, review of literature, along with brief details of the organization. Okay, organization details should also be mentioned here in introduction. It may give detail about a rational, okay, rational statement of the problem objective. So I already told you a scope of the studies. These things has to be mentioned in your introduction part chapter. Okay, after that, your second chapter will be research methodology. In research methodology, we already had discussion what points has to be mentioned. Here it is: rational statement of the problem, objective of this project, the scope of the study, and research design is a source of data, sample and sampling technique. These things has to be mentioned in research methodology. Okay, now we will be talking about the result and discussion. Okay, result and discussion is the third chapter, and in which you will be analyzing the data, present your data through table, graphs, and etc. Okay, you will be presenting all your data with its interpretation. Okay, and in the next chapter, summary and conclusion, you have to write the summary and conclusion from your data analysis, like result and discussion. From result and discussion, you have to write summary and conclusion for your study. A recommendation: what recommendations you can give through your study to the organization or to the society, to the country. From your study, you can write the recommendations. Okay, and another chapter will be limitations. You already mentioned that same limitation has to be mentioned over here. References and bibliography, like I told you to mention in the synopsis as well. Here the same reference and bibliography has to be mentioned. If you have added more content in your project report, for those content also you have to write the reference and bibliography here. Okay, and after that, uh, annexure and appendices. Okay, so in annexure and appendices you have to write if you have used any questionnaire, any tool, you have to write, or any pictures you have to write. You have to include at the bottom of your project report. So these are the things you have to take care while making your project and synopsis. Okay, If you have any confusion in any of the topic in this particular project report or any project report of Indira Gandhi National Open University, you can directly contact me on my WhatsApp number, or you can comment in the comment box, so that I will be able to help you. And if you don't have time and you want us to make your project report and you want to submit it without any hesitation, then you can contact us. We'll make it for you. In this video, uh, I am just closing this video right now, and definitely I'll come with another topic in another video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.